and the Dark Revival. What the flip-flop is going on over there in the Bendy community? What is up, SmackNPie? SmackNPie here. Welcome to a Bendy and the Dark Revival video here on the channel. So recently there has been a rise in the Bendy community. Wow. There's been talks, there's been controversies, and there's been a little glimpse of hope within the community. And I was like, you know what, let me chime in, let me give my 2 cents, because that's how I feel good about myself, when I put my opinions out there and I feel valued in the society. Why am I having existential crisis in the beginning of a Bendy video? Let's move on before I become controversial. So recently, Chris Portal made a fantastic video, a nearly 4 hours long video on Bendy, Joey Drew Studios, Kindly Beast. And it has to do with the history and the controversies and whatnot. And then you had our good friend IHS Games making a video on the release date, and then you have some other YouTubers, and I was like, yes! We're finally talking about it. I think everyone within and outside of Bendy community, they all have one question. I don't care about the controversy at the moment. I don't care about the $500 million lawsuit at the moment. I don't care about any of that. I don't care about Showdown Bendy. Get that. All I care about is where the flip-flop is Bendy and the Dark Revival. Well, the most recent update, and when I say recent, I mean good few weeks, from one of the developers working at Joey Drew Studios on Bendy the Dark Revival, that Ben Roix, who said, and I quote, "The team and I are still working hard every day, never slowed down either. Things are progressing amazingly well, as Joey once said. Well, I can't say much, just too many secrets being cooked up in the kitchen." Now, IHS Games said that Bendy the Dark Revival might make a big comeback. Well, that's great and all, but this tweet, this means nothing, alright? This means we've been fed these kind of tweets before, alright? I'm not falling for it again. Alright, I'm done. Why am I going hard today on Bendy community? I am one of you guys. I am one of you. But no, seriously. This tweet was actually a response to someone who said something very valid. They said, and I quote, "Why do I have a feeling only Meatly remained working on Bendy and the Dark Revival? I mean, a lot of people finished their work around summer 2021. You can't really blame them for saying things like this when you have the only person who's even remotely talking about Bendy and the Dark Revival is the Meatly. Everyone else is like either working or they're just not here." So as a Bendy fan, you know, I must say, it is understandable with the history of Kindly Beast, Joey Drew Studios, Mike Mood, and everyone, from the layoffs to the lawsuit. It makes sense if you combine Bendy and the Machine, the first game, the whole chapter 1 to 5 development time, combine it, and then you minus 50 people from that, you're left with very small group of people who are working hard. This game is gonna take time, considering the fact that they're making all 5 chapters at once. In my opinion, right, if I was Meatly or Mike Mood or anyone who's working actively on Bendy the Dark Revival at the top management level, if they have a ton of people like they used to, which I doubt, what I would have done is I would have worked on 1 chapter, drop it. See, here's the thing, when it comes to indie games, it's different out here on YouTube, it's different out here on the indie side of things. It's not the same thing as compared to AAA games. They can take 7, 8, 10 years, and it would be normal. But here on the indie side, that's not the case, which is why games like Dark Deception, games like Puppy Playtime, they kinda stayed in. With Five Nights at Freddy's, it was a completely different case, you know, it was completely different. We're not even gonna compare the two. So when it comes to Bendy the Dark Revival, knowing the layoffs, knowing the fans and how popular the game is, what I would have done is I would have made 1 chapter, release it, and then you can have 3 to 4 months to even 6 months of gap for the 2nd chapter and the 3rd chapter. That is, of course, we're adding the COVID situation and all that other stuff. So what am I trying to get here, ladies and gentlemen, is that it is understandable that it's 5 chapter, it's bigger, better, the experience. Of course it's gonna take time, of course it's gonna take forever. I don't think anybody from the community is mad at that part. They're mad at the part about the communication. We've been getting some teasers, but the gap between the teasers is a little too much, so now fans are like, okay, you know, we'll wait, but they better come swinging when they come swinging. So we're halfway through 2022, there's still hope for a late 2022 release date. I'm not gonna hold my breath. I stopped giving release dates a long time ago. It's not cancelled. it's still in the works. All I'm gonna say is, before everybody dislikes and boo me, don't be surprised, and this is just hypothetical, right? If we get a release date of 2023. I'm out of here. Subscribe, smash a like. I'll see you in the next one.